So the last question we have for today. So the most bizarre immigration interview you attended.
Oh boy, the most bizarre one is just there's I'm not sure how detailed to go, but essentially people in LA know about this. I won't not bet this is reality. Like there's one officer who yells at everybody for no reason. And it's out of control. I'll keep saying the officer to keep it neutral, gender neutral. But and like I had one where we went. There was a case where I told the client I don't want to come because your case is open and shut. But he's like, no, no, I want you to come. So we went there, and from the beginning, the officer started yelling at us about everything. He's like, sit down there, da, 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 yelling, and then he asked the wife like, oh, could you like hand me your taxes? And I was on the guy's side. He's like, here you go. He's like, I didn't ask you. You were like asked her for the tax return. Like I'm like, I was looking. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And so like the case was so clean. I'm like, I'm just gonna argue this person because there's nothing going wrong here. But my clients are freaking out. And actually, like the wife didn't remember something, so the husband jumped in and answered. It's like, I've had enough of you. Get out of here. She kicked him out of the room and went. It's like, go wait in the waiting room. He's like, it's kind of like at school when teachers get angry and will kick you out of class, and students will be like, oh, what's this? That goes one of those things. And I'm like, and so the guy left. The wife looked at me, and I looked at her. I'm like, it's okay. Like, and nothing wrong with your case. So we got out of that, and I was going to file a complaint. So I talked with a bunch of colleagues, and they're like, "Oh, we've complained against this person 5 or 6 times." One person said we went to the manager. Manager's like, "I can't get rid of this person. Nothing I can do about it." And so I'm like, "Oh, it is what it is. I didn't bother filing a complaint." And it took a month, and so at 30 days, nothing happened. I sent her a letter. So listen, this case is clean. Why does it not take so long? Once you got the letter, no, I guess I identified the gender, but she approved the case like as soon as the letter arrived. But it was just so unnecessary to be that combative. There was another case actually for naturalization. This was another case where I didn't need to go to. A client wanted me to come. In both these cases, a lot of times I don't go to interviews nowadays because going to interview takes so much time. I don't even want to go a lot of times, but it's better I go because, like in this case, if the client went there and the officer was freaking out like this, they would have called me just like completely losing their mind, like, oh, we're gonna get denied, I'm freaking out, and I wouldn't have understood what he meant. I'm like, is it possible for the officer to be this unhinged and out of control? But it could be. But by being there and afterwards saying, listen, I was there, everything's okay. The officer was out of control, but you're okay. It helped out. This is another case, naturalization, where we sat there and the officer got a file and then and people can't see it, but essentially picked it up and slammed it on his table. And we slammed it, his tchotchkes fell over. So one by one, he put them together. And then he opened the first page and then slammed the first page open, like the folder when it opened up. The tchotchkes fell over again. He set them up. And then every page he would do that. And so the interview was like an hour and a half. An hour of it was him slamming the table and then fixing the things up afterwards. And I started like cracking up. And so I was behind kind of the monitor. I moved my head so you can't see me. I'm laughing at this guy's insane. But my client was sweating. He was like freaking out. He's like, this guy's gonna deny me. He's gonna deport me. And so when we went out, like I was just like, that was the craziest thing I ever seen. That this person just kept slamming the table, and things would fall over. He kept fixing it up, but he wouldn't stop slamming it every time. It's like this guy insane. What's this about? But to me, it was hilarious because I knew the case of a client's freaking out. So I was glad I was there to calm the client down afterwards, say you're good. And actually, that case took 2 months to be approved for no reason. So I had to send 2 letters, one to the officer and then one to the director saying, dude, why is this case taking so long? My client is 2 months would email me constantly saying, what's going on, what's happening. I'm like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. He's probably new and something like that. But those are the crazy situations that popped up for me during my interviews.